Hi, what's up? My name is Adam, and you are on Cyber Raccoon channel. I made a list for you of the most interesting horror games in space setting. Watch the video to the end, subscribe our channel, and you will always be aware of what to play today. Dead Space is one of the first horror games in the space setting, one of the first games with a reduced interface, where the HUD is missing and replaced with separate indicators inscribed in the context of the game world. The creator of the genre and the author of the mini revolution in game interfaces deserves to lead the top space horror games. The second and third parts significantly expand the range of the game's characters and add to the necromorphs the intrigues of the galactic government, forgotten technologies, and a secret cult. And let the showdown with the crew members of the abandoned spaceships who have risen from the dead is already familiar to us from System Shock. Dead Space perfectly succeeded in the atmosphere of despair, loneliness, and chilling emptiness, and this is all that is needed for a good horror movie. Alien Isolation. Perhaps the best representation of the Aliens movie universe in the world of computer games. Throughout the game, we have to run away and hide from the pursuing terrible xenomorph, which we cannot cope with improvised means. Prey. Although the genre of the game belongs to shooters, the very gloomy atmosphere of the space station captured by aliens and the goal set, which is not to save humanity, but to banal survival, ensured it a worthy place in the top of space horror games. Stasis. Stasis takes players aboard a spaceship with dark secrets. In the role of a character awakened from cryosleep, they need to solve the mystery of the starship before a catastrophe occurs, but it must be remembered that danger lies in wait at every step, and the fragile psyche of the protagonist cannot withstand the meeting with terrible nightmares. Observation is another thriller, but this time the player will try on the image of the artificial intelligence cam, which controls the orbital station. He will help Dr. Emma Fisher find out what happened to the crew, observing the character with the help of cameras and providing support in traveling through the compartments of the station. If you're into games like Soma or Tacoma, Observation is another great experience. First Class Trouble. Social multiplayer game in the spirit of Mafia and Among Us, where players, in the role of passengers on a space liner, must stop the rebellious AI, as well as identify traitor robots that are huddled in their ranks, acting in the interests of the onboard computer. The game constantly keeps you in suspense and frightens by the constant presence of villains and the team that are trying to destroy the passengers of the ship. Aliens Fireteam. Co-op horror third-person shooter game about survival in the Alien universe. Team up in a squad, players will challenge the fast, strong and deadly aliens over a series of campaigns. Unique abilities of character classes, as well as an extensive arsenal of weapons and modifications will help to reflect the threat. If your favorite game is not included in this list, write it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, watch our other videos, press like, turn on notifications, and you will always be aware of what to play today.